My name is Caitlin Maslin with the Fiercely Independent Network, and today we are at Tinker Street Cinema for the screening of Bernstein's Wall.
My name is Douglas Tirola. I am here at the Woodstock Film Festival with my documentary Bernstein's Wall about Leonard Bernstein. The idea for Bernstein's Wall came about when I was doing research for a movie about New York in the 80s. And I came across this clip of Leonard Bernstein in Berlin, Germany, performing a concert of Beethoven's Ninth, maybe 2 months after the fall of the Berlin Wall. And from that, it started me on this journey of finding out about Leonard Bernstein, but really more focusing on like his political life and his desire for social change and what he thought the role of the artist was, and could the artist create change. What he's talking about are still issues today. It's so relevant today. Luckily, as a what's that saying? When you cast your movie, you cast your fate. Luckily, the way he sounds, just his cadence. Even tonight, when I'm just standing in the back and not watching, it doesn't sound like he's talking 40 years ago. Just what he's talking about, the urgency in it. What I would like people to take away from the film is this idea that anybody can make an impact in the world, on people's lives. The way that's put in the film is to try and tell people, you don't have to be on the biggest stage. You don't have to be Leonard Bernstein. It doesn't have to be that you're doing something that's for a mass audience. You can do things just wherever you live, you know, whether it's a small town or whether it does end up being a big stage, and have a positive impact. And also, he really believes in people. He really believes in people, and that people can come back from mistakes, and hopeful about people. And I feel like that's a message we could use now. I'm fascinated by the idea that in movies, especially documentaries, work is always the villain. Work ruins the environment, work's where you get harassed, work doesn't pay you enough, work keeps you from your family. But for him, it's all about work. Everything, he's doing all this good through work. And I think for me, I always feel like if I hadn't found my way into this film thing, you know, who knows? And you try and do positive through work. You try and teach through work. You try and, you make your community through work, and try and do well. So that was part of it. Fiercely independent to me would mean to be comfortable with who you are, to be independent, that you don't have to follow what other people do. Of course, if you find other people, your tribe, that, you have common, values, that's great, but to just be yourself, to make independent choices, take in all the information, but you make your own choice. Just like when you make a film, you're hopefully collaborating with all these people, but ultimately you're making the choices you want to make.
For more from the Fiercely Independent Network and to learn more about the festival, visit www.woodstockfilmfestival.org.